Oh, we're talking Cincinnati minus 10.5 over the Jets. I do not understand how this spread isn't any bigger because I keep looking at, okay, where's the path for victory for the Jets in this one? They lose 54-13 last week. They got obliterated, and they've got Mike White is going to be back. Mike White, who'd never thrown an NFL pass before last week. Why the Jets didn't have a better backup quarterback, who knows? They finally figured out, hey, we need to solve that problem. They trade for Flacco. They can't play him this week, so they're stuck with White again. Their defense is terrible. They just gave up 551 yards in addition to the 54 points. So it wasn't just that the Patriots got some, a couple of lucky plays. I mean, they gave, this was a team that was moving on them all game long. You got Mixon, you got P. Ryan now, you've got a two-headed backfield, you got Burrow, you got Jamar Chase. I can't understand why. I mean, guys, Cincinnati's better than New England. I mean, this is a much better team, and they just beat the Jets by 41 points. So I think the Jets are lucky if they score 13, and if they score that many, I just can't see a way where they keep Cincinnati below 24. So I'd love the minus 10.5.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Corey Davis, we're getting word on Friday, looking like he's probably not going to play either. And we just, we don't want to overrate the impact of one wide receiver, but I mean, where do the Jets find any offense? I mean, where do they find? They have trouble finding it with Zach Wilson and Corey Davis in there, let alone without Zach Wilson and Corey Davis. So it's going to be, I think, very tough sledding for the Jets in this game. And yeah, I'm surprised that we're not seeing this up closer to 2 touchdowns. Hard to install them as anything bigger than that. But like, for example, we've got the Rams favored by 14.5 against the Texans. And I think you could argue that there is something close to a similar gap between Rams and Texans and Bengals and Jets. Maybe not exactly the same, but yeah, I think this one feels more like a 12.5 or 13.5 point spread than the 10.5 that it sits at. And also surprised, Casey, that it's basically been at this all week. This was the opening number was either 9.5 or 10. I can't remember exactly, but it really hasn't moved from what the opening number was. And so I'm surprised that we haven't seen it creep up a little bit more and get a little bit more Bengals love on there. But I'm with you on this one. This is a pick that I would be comfortable making as well, with the Bengals laying the 10.5 against the Jets this week.